Waiting for the doctor, and I'm just really hoping he okays me to get my feeding tube tomorrow. Let's see, fingers crossed. On our adventure.
Oh, you got freezing cold here.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Or put your head down. Lay down. Your nose is in the way. So today is the day I see my GI doctor, and he will decide whether or not I'm fit enough health-wise to get my new feeding tube tomorrow. And I really hope so, because we found three main issues with this current feeding tube. One, it is slightly kinked, which is causing some pain, and it's not allowing me to run my feeds at my goal rate so I can get all the nutrition I need. Two, I'm not tolerating my current feeding tube formula well anyway, so I couldn't run at my goal rate even if I wanted to, because it's causing a lot of nausea and vomiting, bloating, cramping, diarrhea, things like that. So we're hoping to switch to a new formula that my body can tolerate better. And three, I currently have a J tube, which goes to my jejunum to skip my stomach, which is the most problematic part due to my gastroparesis. But this doesn't have a G port to allow me to vent and drain contents from my stomach that just sits there and builds up pressure because my stomach can't digest things. And my new feeding tube has the J port to my jejunum and the G port, so we're really hoping I am able to get my new feeding tube tomorrow. Of course, my doctor will know best. I am all set for my appointment. I have my medical binder here, which I bring to every appointment. It has a list of current medications and medical conditions here in the side pocket, and I have a packet with all relevant medical records for all my medical conditions. I also have a packet of my most recent hospital admissions summary and discharge notes, and my doctor has a copy too. And in this folder I have extra paperwork. Right now it has a lot of information on the new feeding tube formulas I've been looking into, so I'm looking forward to discussing all this. And if you want to learn more about how to make your own medical binder, check out my How to Get Answers When You're Chronically Ill video. But I am very hopeful for this appointment. I love my doctor, and I think it's going to go well. Oh, we are officially on the way. Good morning, Mom. Show me your sunglasses. I like them.
Hello.
Hoping for a good appointment. Hello. The nurse liked your frog legs. She called it chicken legs, so I guess there's different terms. But you're very cute. Waiting for the doctor, and I'm just really hoping he okays me to get my feeding tube tomorrow. Let's see, fingers crossed. Well, we finished the appointment and we're on the way home. I will tell y'all all about it when we get back, but right now I'm kind of crashing, so I'm gonna take a nap for the rest of the car ride. Hey y'all, we made it home. Judd went to work, my mom went to run errands, and I don't know what happened to me, but I crashed hard for a pretty good nap. So anyways, the appointment went great. My GI saw me, and after evaluating my hospital summary and just seeing me in person, said I am all good to get my new feeding tube GJ button tomorrow. I am so thrilled. We're both thrilled for me to get my new feeding tube, and I talked to him about my formula intolerance, and he agrees that changing it wouldn't be a bad idea, but he wants me to see a dietitian because when I was in the hospital and they originally placed me on this current feeding tube formula, they made sure it was the best for me. And now that I'm not tolerating it, he doesn't want the same thing to happen with a new formula. So hopefully insurance will cover the dietitian. If not, then I'll work with my GI to find the best formula. I think one we're looking at is Kate's Farms. It's like all organic and it has no preservatives and it looks really good, but we'll wait and see what happens with the dietitian. He also thinks that when I get my new feeding tube and I have that G port to vent and drain my stomach, that'll help a lot with some of the symptoms I've been having, and I should be able to run my feeds better. And because of the kink in this current tube, we're extra ready to change it out. So looking forward to getting my new tube tomorrow. Judd is taking me and it's gonna be good. I honestly love my GI. He sees how much I advocate for myself and how much I want to be involved in my own care, and then he meets me with just as much effort, if not more. And we've worked together as a team to improve my quality of life. You know, that's the way I think it should be. That's the way I prefer it. And I just really appreciate how much he works hard for his patients. And the way I found this GI actually is when I was in that severe state of chronic malnourishment, one of my specialists contacted him saying, I need help with this patient. And together they decided I would most likely need a feeding tube, so they admitted me to the hospital. The GI saw me, reviewed my diagnostic testing, saw my GP had gotten really bad, saw I was severely malnourished and ultimately decided, yes, you need the feeding tube. He placed it in me and honestly saved my life. And ever since, he's just been trying to improve it. Harlow's face. She doesn't get the joke.
What?
Her face. My mom was just saying, one day I hope you don't have to see any more doctors. I was like, what are you talking about? I see them more than my friends. I have their cell phone numbers. Speed dial. I don't know why it's so funny to us, only chronic illness jokes. Anyways, we're on the way to pick up some things for Harlow's raw diet. When I'm in the hospital...
The dog smells.
What? She doesn't smell.
She does.
It's because it's raining.
I know.
It makes her smell. Oh my gosh, Mom. Anyways, I guess Harlow smells, and we need to get some stuff for her raw diet. I'm a day behind, so she's been eating our chicken, our raw chicken, because I don't have enough prep for her, but we're gonna go fix that now. My mom just ran into Sam's Club to buy that bulk thing of chicken breasts for Harlow's raw diet, and we have one more stop to make. But I mean, just to clarify, my mom and I were finding the funny in the fact that I have to see so many doctors. It's not ideal, that's not the life I envisioned for myself, but since it is my life, we want to find the joy in it, we want to laugh about it if we can, so that's what we chose to do, and I enjoyed that moment. It was a good moment.
We are in Bravo getting some stuff since we are having some people over on Sunday for company, and we're gonna have a little barbecue.
Mom, you put lipstick on her. Harlow, you got lipstick on you. Can y'all see that? Like right here?
Yeah.
From a kiss from Abuelita. And for Harlow's raw diet, we got the kidney and pork to add to what we already have at home. Oh, we got all the things we needed today. And my mom almost left the walker outside of the car again. This guy came and was like, hello, the walker. We have a bad time remembering that. And she got this treat from Bravo. What is it?
Con orejera means big ear in Spanish.
I tried to buy it. It wasn't my thing, but I can see why others like it. Well, we worked up the motivation to prep Harlow's raw meals for the week, and I taught my mom how to do it. How do you think, Mom? It's a lot of work, right?
Yeah, but I guess so. I would do it.
I would. It's worth it for you, Harlow. So I usually always do Harlow's prep. It's just once a week, takes me a few hours. I take my time and I take breaks, and it does wear me out, but it's manageable, and it's for the benefit of my amazing service dog who's a big part of our family, so to me it's worth it. I know it doesn't work for everyone, and that's fine, but we make it work for our family. But when things happen, like I get really bad with my health or I end up in the hospital, it's hard to keep up with it, so Judd knows how to do it just in case I can't, and now my mom does. And while she's doing that, I am going to get our dinner ready, because we're not going to eat raw meat. I'm cooking our veggies. Harlow has her dinner. Harlow, okay. Okay, go eat. Good girl. And I got Judd some empanadas from Bravo, so when he gets home he can have those. Thank you for helping me prep, Mom. I appreciate it. Sorry we don't have wine glasses. No one drinks wine in this house. And we've got...
The is the wine, not the glass.
We've got ranch chicken. I got some leftover mac and cheese and veggies. The camera is not doing the sunset justice, but it's beautiful and it is very pink. I know it doesn't look like it, but the sky and the reflection on the water is my favorite color, and it's mixed with some hues of purple and blue, and it is just beautiful. I'm really enjoying this. I put her on the couch. She's like, doesn't quite know what to do with herself. Like, I'm trying to get her to lay more comfortably, and she's just like, nope, not moving. But I think she's happy. I'm happy. We had a super productive day, and I'm really excited to get my new feeding tube tomorrow. Judd's gonna take me. My mom has her own adventures. We're all going on adventures, except her. She's gonna stay home because I just feel it's more appropriate to leave her home for that, which is totally okay. And yeah, I'm just excited, looking forward to new things. So with that, I will say goodnight, and oh, you're digging your elbow into me. Lay down. I'll say goodnight, and thanks for joining us on our adventure.